The air hung heavy with anticipation in the secret chamber beneath the Great Sphinx of Giza. Layla, a brilliant young Egyptologist, stood in awe before an ancient sarcophagus adorned with intricate hieroglyphs and cosmic symbols. Her heart raced as she traced her fingers over the cool stone, feeling the weight of millennia beneath her touch. The chamber, bathed in an ethereal blue light emanating from crystalline structures embedded in the walls, seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Flanking Layla were her trusted colleagues. Asim, a seasoned archaeologist with a perpetual frown etched on his weathered face, and Hasani, a cryptographer whose eyes sparkled with barely contained excitement. The trio had stumbled upon this hidden sanctuary after years of decoding obscure texts and following cryptic clues scattered throughout ancient Egyptian ruins. Little did they know that their discovery would set in motion events that would challenge the very fabric of reality and their own existence. As Layla's gaze swept across the chamber, she marveled at the cosmic mural stretching across the domed ceiling. It depicted the night sky as the ancient Egyptians saw it, but with eerily accurate details of celestial bodies unknown to them. Constellations shifted and swirled in a hypnotic dance, seeming almost alive in the chamber's mystical ambience. At the center of it all was a representation of Osiris, the god of the afterlife, rebirth, and regeneration, his form shimmering with an otherworldly iridescence. The air crackled with tension as Layla approached the sarcophagus, her colleagues close behind. Ancient texts had hinted at a cosmic secret hidden beneath the Sphinx, a key to unlocking the power of the gods themselves. But as Layla's hand hovered over the intricate lock mechanism of the sarcophagus, a chill ran down her spine. She couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, assessed, judged by unseen eyes. With a deep breath, Layla engaged the lock. A series of clicks echoed through the chamber, followed by a low, resonant hum that seemed to emanate from the very stone beneath their feet. As the lid of the sarcophagus began to slide open, a blinding light erupted from within, bathing the chamber in a golden radiance. In that moment, as the light enveloped them, Layla felt a profound shift in the air, as if the very laws of reality were being rewritten. Little did she know, this was merely the beginning of a journey that would challenge everything she thought she knew about history, mythology, and her own identity. As the golden light receded, Layla, Asim, and Hasani found themselves facing an extraordinary sight. Within the sarcophagus lay not a mummy, but a swirling vortex of energy, pulsating with the colors of the cosmos. Tendrils of light reached out, caressing the air around them. Layla felt an inexplicable pull towards the vortex, as if it were calling to something deep within her. Asim's usual frown deepened as he muttered incantations under his breath, while Hasani furiously scribbled notes, his eyes wide with wonder and a touch of fear. Suddenly the chamber trembled, and ancient glyphs on the walls began to glow with an intense, otherworldly light. The symbols rearranged themselves, forming new patterns and revealing hidden passages. As if guided by an unseen force, Layla found herself deciphering the newly formed hieroglyphs with unprecedented ease. "It's a prophecy," she gasped, her voice echoing in the chamber. "It speaks of Osiris's rebirth and a test of worthiness." As Layla continued to translate, Asim's behavior grew increasingly erratic. His eyes darted around the chamber, and he muttered about the jackal's presence and divine deception. Hasani, noticing his colleague's distress, placed a comforting hand on Asim's shoulder, only to recoil as if struck by an electric current. In that brief contact, Hasani saw flashes of Anubis, the jackal-headed god of mummification and the afterlife, orchestrating an elaborate scheme spanning millennia. The cosmic mural above them had transformed into a swirling maelstrom of celestial bodies and divine forms. At its center, the figure of Osiris pulsed with increasing intensity, seeming to grow more tangible with each passing moment. Layla felt a strange sensation, as if her very essence was being pulled in two directions, towards the sarcophagus and towards the mural of Osiris. With each passing second, her memories seemed to blur, fragments of impossible recollections flashing through her mind, glimpses of ancient rituals, cosmic judgments, and divine counsels. As the chamber continued to shift and change around them, new challenges emerged. Spectral guardians materialized from the walls, their forms flickering between human and animal aspects of various Egyptian deities. These ethereal sentinels began to test the trio, posing riddles that bent the laws of physics and reality. Layla found herself navigating these trials with uncanny skill, her actions guided by knowledge she didn't remember possessing. With each challenge overcome, the vortex in the sarcophagus grew more intense, and Layla felt herself drawing closer to a truth that lay just beyond her grasp. A truth about Osiris, about Anubis, and about her own existence. The chamber shuddered violently as the trials reached their zenith. The vortex within the sarcophagus expanded, engulfing the entire room in a maelstrom of cosmic energy. Layla stood at its center, her form flickering between her mortal self and something other. Fragments of divine knowledge flooded her mind, each revelation more earth-shattering than the last. She saw the grand design of Anubis, the intricate web of fate he had woven across time and space, all leading to this moment. Asim and Hasani clung to the outskirts of the vortex, witnesses to a spectacle beyond mortal comprehension. As the power surge reached its peak, the figure of Osiris descended from the mural, no longer a mere image, but a tangible deity wreathed in dark majesty. His eyes, deep pools of eternal wisdom, fixed upon Layla. "You who would wake a god," his voice resonated through the chamber and through time itself. "Are you worthy of the power you seek?" In that moment, Layla realized the true nature of Anubis's test. It was not merely about resurrecting Osiris, but about proving the worth of the vessel chosen to bear his return. Cosmic forces clashed around them as Layla faced Osiris. Each question he posed, each challenge he presented, tore at the very fabric of her being. She felt herself unraveling, the construct that was Layla giving way to something both less and more than human. Asim, in a moment of clarity, recognized the divine manipulation at play. "Anubis has deceived us all," he cried out, his words nearly lost in the roar of colliding realities. Hasani, his mind open to the cosmic truth, began furiously etching equations and symbols into the very air, trying to make sense of the incomprehensible. As Layla grappled with Osiris's tests, the boundaries between her consciousness and the cosmic forces around her blurred. She experienced eons in moments, lived countless lives across the span of breaths. The weight of divine judgment pressed down upon her, threatening to unmake her very essence. Yet, with each trial overcome, she felt a growing sense of her true purpose, of the role she was created to play in this grand divine drama. The climax reached its apex as Osiris posed his final challenge. "To prove your worth," he intoned, his voice shaking the foundations of reality, "you must sacrifice that which makes you who you are." Layla stood on the precipice of oblivion, faced with a choice that would determine not just her fate, but the fate of Osiris's rebirth and the cosmic balance itself. As she reached deep within herself, ready to relinquish her very identity, the true nature of Anubis's Gambit revealed itself in a blinding flash of divine insight. In the wake of Osiris's final challenge, the chamber fell into an eerie calm. The swirling vortex of cosmic energy slowly receded, leaving behind a landscape of altered reality. Layla stood motionless, her form a shimmering amalgam of mortal and divine, the sacrifice of her identity having revealed the true nature of her being. The construct created by Anubis had transcended its original purpose, becoming something neither god nor mortal had anticipated. Osiris regarded her with a mix of approval and astonishment, the dark majesty of his presence softening into something akin to reverence. As the dust of cosmic upheaval settled, Asim and Hasani cautiously approached Layla. They found themselves unable to look directly at her, their mortal eyes unequipped to comprehend the transformation she had undergone. Asim, his earlier distress replaced by a profound sense of humility, knelt before Layla. "We were all pawns in a game beyond our understanding," he murmured, his voice thick with emotion. Hasani, still furiously scribbling notes, paused to place a comforting hand on Asim's shoulder, the touch now free from the earlier supernatural shock. The chamber itself began to shift and reform. The cosmic mural above, once a swirling maelstrom of celestial chaos, now settled into a new configuration. It depicted not just the story of Osiris, but the grand tapestry of divine machinations that had led to this moment. Anubis's plan, Layla's journey, and the tests of worthiness were all etched into the very fabric of the universe, a testament to the profound changes that had occurred. As Layla gazed upon this new mural, flashes of insight revealed the full scope of Anubis's Gambit, a daring plan to evolve both god and mortal into something greater. Osiris, his form now more corporeal than before, addressed the group. His voice, though still resonant with power, carried a new note of warmth. "The test is complete," he proclaimed, "but the journey has only begun." He explained how Anubis had orchestrated this elaborate scenario not just to judge Osiris's worthiness to return, but to create a bridge between the divine and mortal realms. Layla, in her transformation, had become that bridge, a being capable of navigating both worlds and ushering in a new era of cosmic understanding. As the implications of these revelations sank in, the group felt a shift in the air. The oppressive weight of divine judgment lifted, replaced by a sense of infinite possibility. Layla, coming to terms with her new existence, turned to her companions. Though her appearance constantly shifted between human and divine aspects, her voice remained reassuringly familiar. "We've been given a great responsibility," she said, her words carrying the weight of newfound wisdom. "The line between myth and reality has been forever blurred, and it's up to us to guide humanity through what comes next." Asim and Hasani, still reeling from the events they had witnessed, nodded solemnly, aware that their lives, and indeed the fate of the world, would never be the same. As the dust settled in the chamber beneath the Sphinx, the full weight of Anubis's grand design became clear. Layla, once believed to be a brilliant Egyptologist, now stood revealed as a divine construct, a being meticulously crafted by the jackal-headed god to test Osiris's worthiness for rebirth. This revelation sent ripples of astonishment through the group, forcing them to re-evaluate every moment of their journey. Layla's uncanny ability to decipher ancient texts, her intuitive understanding of the cosmic forces at play, all of it had been carefully orchestrated by Anubis. Osiris, fully corporeal now, regarded Layla with a mixture of admiration and curiosity. "You have exceeded even Anubis's expectations," he intoned, his voice resonating with newfound respect. "In proving my worthiness, you have also proven your own." The god explained how Anubis had imbued Layla with fragments of divine essence, creating a being capable of bridging the gap between mortal and god. This unique nature had allowed her to navigate the cosmic trials in ways neither fully human nor fully divine, ultimately reshaping the very fabric of reality. As this truth sank in, Asim and Hasani grappled with their own roles in the divine drama. They realized that their presence had been crucial. Their very human reactions and interventions had grounded Layla, preventing her from losing touch with her mortal aspects during the transformation. Hasani's meticulous note-taking had unknowingly recorded a new chapter in the annals of cosmic history, while Asim's moments of doubt and fear had served as counterpoints to Layla's growing divinity, maintaining a delicate balance. The chamber, once a hidden vault of secrets, now pulsed with newfound purpose. The cosmic mural above them shifted once more, depicting not just past events, but potential futures, branching paths of possibility stemming from this pivotal moment. Layla, coming to terms with her true nature, felt the weight of both mortal and divine knowledge pressing upon her consciousness. She understood now that she was meant to be more than just a test for Osiris. She was to become a guardian of the delicate balance between the realms of gods and mortals. As the group prepared to leave the chamber and face a world forever changed by their actions, Layla turned to her companions. Her form shimmered with divine light, but her eyes held the warmth of human compassion. "We've been part of something greater than ourselves," she said, her voice echoing with both wisdom and wonder. "Anubis crafted me as a key, but it is up to all of us to decide what doors we will open." Osiris nodded in agreement, adding, "The age of rigid boundaries between God and mortal has ended. What comes next will be written by both realms together." With these words, the group ascended from the chamber, stepping into a world where myth and reality had become irrevocably intertwined, and where the Gambit of Anubis had set in motion a new chapter in the cosmic order.